with another book memories video. I haven't done one of these in forever, and I wanted to do this one for a really long time. So this one is about one of my favorite books from when I was a little kid, and I haven't read it in a long time, and I'm really torn on whether or not I should read it soon or not. But that book is A Wrinkle in Time by Madeline L'Engle. Now, technically, this book is part of a quartet. It's called the Time Quartet. So it's part of like a 4-book series. And I have read them all, but A Wrinkle in Time is my favorite. And I kind of prefer to look at A Wrinkle in Time as its own book, personally. I also generally enjoy Madeline L'Engle. I read a ton of her books growing up and always enjoyed them. I haven't read them as an adult. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. Someday I'm sure I'll decide. But let's talk about A Wrinkle in Time. So I have read this book several times. The last time I read it, I believe I was in high school. I've even gifted this to one of my cousin's kids because it means so much to me. I have personally always identified with Meg. Like, I was kind of smart, and I always felt like I didn't really fit in my family either. Not because they do anything, you know, you just feel different. Particularly my extended family, not so much my immediate family. I've always felt like I could identify with her and that she was a good role model, and I just loved reading her story. And A Wrinkle in Time is so, like, unique in my opinion. Like, it has these kind of mystical, magical elements, but it's also scientific, and it's so different, and it's just, it blows my mind. I think sometimes I forget how old this book is, and that somebody was able to come up with these ideas back then, because I think you kind of get into this head space where you think your time is the only time where like crazy imaginations could happen, but like that's not the case. But the real reason that A Wrinkle in Time has even more of an impact and more of an emotional tie to me is because of how I was first exposed to it. So I can't remember what grade it was. I think it was like maybe 4th grade. My best friend's dad would come and read to us every once in a while in school, and one of the books he chose to read to us or start reading to us was A Wrinkle in Time. And I remember just being instantly hooked and needing to go to the library so I could get it and I could read it, and it has always been in my heart because of that. Like, growing up, like when unfortunately she moved away when we were in 6th grade, and I moved to a different school anyways, and it was just really hard. Like, she moved out of state, and it just was very hard for us to stay in touch. But before that, like, I was always at her house. I knew her parents. Like, they were very important to me as well. And, you know, having somebody that you kind of like in a way look up to introduce something to you has an impact. Like I said 5 million times, I really love this book, and I have seen the made-for-TV movie. I like it. Like, I don't think it's perfect, but you know, it's good enough. However, I am super excited for the new adaptation that Disney is doing. I'm trying to stay away from stuff as much as possible, but I did see the teaser trailer. I am actually not a Mindy Kaling fan. I'm sorry. But I will not hold that against her. I'm excited about Oprah and Reese Witherspoon, and I think the young little girl that they cast to play Meg is perfect. And I love that they're going with like an interracial thing for like the, oh my gosh, what is her last name? but for her family. So like Chris Pine as her father and everything. I just think that that's great, and I love seeing more and more of that in TV and movies and stuff. It's like that subtle diversity that kind of like throws it in your face, like who cares, whatever, it's fine. So I'm super excited to see the movie. I'm super excited to see Charles Wallace and everything. I can't wait to see it, and I just have to figure out if I'm going to read the book again before I go see it or not. I feel like it's usually better if I don't, because then I can just like enjoy it. That's what I did with Narnia. That's what I did with Harry Potter. It's what I did with the Hunger Games and everything, and I think it leads to better enjoyment. So we'll see. But those are my book memories. If you have any thoughts or feelings about A Wrinkle in Time, whether it be the book or the movie, feel free to leave them down in the description below. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!